I got a new poster to replace the Minecraft one, so you guys can stop commenting about Minecraft. Hey guys, Calvin here, and welcome back to my channel, where today I'm going to be telling a story time. This is one of my most requested story times. I have top 2 requested story times, and whenever I go on Lively, people always fucking tell me to tell this story. Today, I'm going to be telling the story of how I got kicked out of Girl Scouts, story time with Calvin, or Kale, whatever the fuck you want to call me. So, this is one of my iconic story times. Actually, the more iconic one is how I got kicked out of band camp, but we'll save that one for another day. We'll tell that one next. But, so this is how I got kicked out of Girl Scouts. For those of you who don't know, I am transgender. I'm a boy, but I used to be a girl, so I couldn't be in Boy Scouts. I had to be in Girl Scouts. So I remember I was in troop 1374, and it was basically me and a bunch of girls from my school. I was always very different from the rest of them. They were all very like girly and like loved to like sew and like do all this girly stuff and like make clothes. And I was just sitting here like, I want to go camping and start fires. I always wanted to be a fucking Boy Scout, but I couldn't. I remember I was so excited every time we would go on a fucking camping trip, because finally like I get to do the fun Boy Scout stuff, is like going camping. And I was already on thin ice with the troop. My mom was the leader for a long time, so she was pretty lenient with me. Like I could be a little bit rambunctious in the troop and I wouldn't really get sent home or sent out of the room. But once my mom stopped being the leader, this other woman took over, and I'm not even gonna say her name, but she was this girl's mom. And my best friend's mom was the co-leader, but she wasn't like the real leader, and she was really kind of like, you know, quiet and like didn't really talk much. But this other woman was like a witch. She looked like one too. If you see this, like, I'm sorry, but I hated you. I remember every meeting I would like get kicked out of the room. They would always be yelling at me, like telling me I was doing shit wrong. Like, fuck all of you fucking Girl Scout bitches. But anyways, I ended up just like hating Girl Scouts and like becoming more of like a rebellious teenager. And when I got to be a teenager, I was in Girl Scouts only because I wanted to hang out with my friends from elementary school who went to a different school than me. So like the other girls went to a different school and I went to a different school, so I wanted to be in Girl Scouts so I could still spend time with them. So we were going camping. It was like I was 11 or 12 years old, and we were going camping in the mountains, and I was so excited. Like I loved going camping, and I still do. I remember we set up the camps. We had like one campsite. There were like 2 tents. There was my tent and then the other group tent, and then there were other campsites like around us. And then you had like the leader tent. It was late at night. I'm gonna skip like the rest of it because honestly the camping trip was a mess. Like I kept like getting lost and shit and like talking about how I was gonna like do drugs like in the woods, like literally like 6th or 7th grade. So Jack just texted me the most craziest thing, and I'm not even gonna read it, but Jack, if you're watching this, So anyways, it was the Girl Scout camping trip. Probably like the only one we ever went on. We went like 2 in my whole entire time in Girl Scouts. Look at my freaking eye. So it was late one night and I was like, guys, let's play truth or dare. Like it'll be so fun. And so they were like, yeah, like hell yeah. Like my group was like the fun kids. So like we were playing truth or dare, like, and I'm like the bitch that does dare. I was like, dare me, bitch. Like fucking dare me to go strip naked in like the woods. Just kidding. I was so uncomfortable with myself in middle school. So I got dared to go to the campsite next to us and go talk to the hillbilly old guys that were there. So in the middle of the night, I fucking walk over, me and my 11-year-old like little girl ass. I walk over and I'm like, hey, like I love you guys' fire. Like it's so big, because their fire was like huge, like a bonfire. And it was these white hillbilly old guys, and they're like, yeah, like we get the fire real big, we throw beer bottles in. They were obviously fucking drunk, and I was like, can you like teach me how? And they were like, yeah, you just throw the beer bottles in, throw leaves in, throw paper in. And I was like, that sounds really fucking cool. And they were like, yeah, like, you want to do it? And I would like throw the bottles in too. I was there for all of like 10 minutes. I come back and I tell them all about it. I was like, yeah, like I like started a big fire and like I learned how. And they're like, oh my god, it's so cool. Even later that night, so the counselors were sitting around a fire, like roasting marshmallows, doing counselor things. One of the hillbilly old guys comes over to our campsite, and he fucking, and they knew my name, because when I went over, I was like, hi, I'm Kaylee, like just, you know, says my name. And they were like, is Kaylee here? And they're like, no, why? And they're like, oh, well, you know, she came over earlier and like, you know, helped us with our fire. We just want to like, they were still very, very drunk probably. Next thing I know, they ended up having to move the entire fucking campsite. Like we ended up, because these guys like wanted to like find me so bad, they basically had to move our tents to a different campsite, and they sent me home. And they were like, you can't fucking do that shit. Like you literally could have like got you all kidnapped. And I was like, oh, bitch, you're wrong. Like we're fine. Like obviously like nowadays I wouldn't do that shit. Like that's crazy what I did. Like I'm so stupid. I could have got gotten like kidnapped by pedophiles, like story time, kidnapped by pedophiles. But honestly, I was stupid. Like, what am I doing? Lord, what am I doing? Anyways, yep, they kicked me out of Girl Scouts. They didn't like technically kick me out. I mean, they did kick me out because they basically said like you cannot go on any Girl Scout trips anymore, and that like did not just include camping, but that included like any sort of like fucking we slept over to Ship one time, like at the aquarium, the zoo, the mall, sleepover. Like I couldn't do any of that anymore, so the only thing I could do was sit and like sew in a living room like during the meeting. So honestly, they were just like, yeah, like you probably shouldn't come back. And I was like, okay, fuck you, I'll never come back. And I never came back. Thank you guys for watching. Fuck the Girl Scouts of America. Fuck you all. Actually, they're less homophobic than Boy Scouts, so pretty good. Pretty fucking good.